So, are you still getting the stream set up, Star?
Yeah, oh, here we go, finally.
Okay. We'll pause until...
Looks like it's going.
And
like
someone verify we are live. For
I'm
Comrade
seeing-
Star, please.
I'm seeing audio and shit.
Yep, I
Impressive.
see broadcasting.
Alright.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yep, we're good.
So, in light of not noticing this dude at all, we had a backup in the name of Alan, who saw that he was following us and had Imperial Guards on the way. Twitch.
On the
that-
way, more of a lat just full on touchdown in the goddamn dock.
Yeah, that was... Like, I don't know the time frame of that, but that was kind of a really fast response time. Sounded like.
Which either means there's a base or there's a Venator somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah,
Or an
we
acclimator.
were on the other side of the casino to the hangar, and they were on the other side, and Alan's like jumped in and kind of whipped their asses, and also got her ass kind of whipped too, because crits.
Let's be a bitch.
Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're good.
So yeah,
And then after the fight...
and then Alan fell over and it's like, "Hey, Alan, Alan, Alan,
Alan! Alan!
Alan."
Alan! Alan!
She got rushed
Oh my
straight to
God, that's
to the
Steve.
med bay,
Steve!
and a Jarix was called to figure out why she all of a sudden fell over, which is probably from fatigue. And
Jarix
doing
and the
stuff.
other dock. Oh, I can't remember the other dock's name.
I have it somewhere.
Fucking Twilight Doctor or whatever he was.
Whatever you're... I can't remember. I gotta find my fucking
Scammers?
note with the doctor's name again. I lost that paper.
Oh, you guys are so great at interpersonal skills.
We are the best.
Chitaro's doctors, scammers.
Yes.
However you're supposed
Yes.
to say it.
But they dropped her off. And then Brexit, I believe, was the one that has one last revealed detail.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Drop
That
two
he
off?
knows Alan at the med bay
Okay.
from being...
Yep.
Oh.
So we literally got to the med bay. Fucking Sko is now currently running around looking for the doctor and probably panicking to get... well, panicking, he's a droid. He's either calling him and shouting out his name at the same time, most likely.
I mean, you don't know the fact that I have the brain of a farmer, but
Wait, what?
Paging Dr. Meme. Dr. Meme.
But yes, once we had Alan in there, basically to stabilize whatever damage she had received, Darik basically went to see what was going on and to make sure, you know, that she's breathing, stuff like that. Standard medical procedure. He removed her helmet. That's a Claudite. Ah.
oh yeah, that important detail.
Yeah.
That's probably important to recap on. And the only person who knows is you.
Yep.
And I suppose if the captain, who we will start with today because he got to miss the last session, you are awoken, Belotti, by all of that chaos. What are you going to do?
I'm going to put on pants.
Can
and
I
kick ass.
can I quickly just interrupt with a roll a d20, motherfuckers?
Very good, Brexit.
I rolled my d20s already. They're actually good numbers this week.
That's actually pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with that.
Plot twist, there's no combat.
Yeah, I know, right? But it's always good to have it, just in case.
Why can't we retain them until the next week if they're good?
Because it's also my way of testing to make sure everyone has their dice available.
Yep.
Because we would get literally like 30 minutes into a session, I would ask someone to make a roll, and the flow would just fucking fall apart as the person would go, shit, I need to get my dice.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically me.
So I just mandated that, everyone do it at the start. So I know you have a die.
Alright, I rolled a 17. Even if I'm not going to need it for combat, I can save it for something else. Like if I fail to put my pants on or something. There you go.
Roll initiative against your trousers.
Oh, looks like I'm doing a Highland charge today.
Just like roll one and you end up suffocating to death from your like.
Someone manages to strangle himself with his own trousers.
Plot
The
twist.
autopsy people are like, did he try hanging himself? Like, what was his plan here? It's like, what the fuck?
He set up like
Alright.
the Wallace and Gromit
Before the
complicated
meme,
bullshit.
Belotti, trying to pull your pants on in the hurry, you do kind of do that trip, fall, thunk thing. But you are able to get trussed without strangling yourself.
Take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Yes, actually, yes. Take 1 bludgeoning damage
You said
because
it.
you made the joke.
That's how we start a session.
Alright, 32 out of 33 hit points, I guess.
There you go. With bruised knees, you make it to the door and open the door. What are you doing?
Well,
I know why they're
aside-
bruised.
I'm grabbing my, blaster and
Okay.
etc. and heading out. The ramp is open, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna run to the top of the ramp, peer out, and
There's
see
an
what I
E-web
see.
trained towards the entrance to your guys' hangar. And like an impromptu firing position being built by Tim. Like he's pushing crates and shit over to shield him and make like a small fort.
Tim, what's going on?
I was told to set this up. And there was blaster fire from like a hangar over, and then Sko and Darik kind of just came running back carrying someone. I don't know. I'm just doing what I'm told, boss.
Has Tim not seen Alan?
We didn't see Alan. Tim was there when we tracked Alan, wasn't he?
He did not get a good look at her, is what he's saying.
Oh,
Doesn't know who's being carried.
alright, gotcha.
It happened that damn fast.
Yeah, because Sko was in fucking hyperdrive mode.
You
Why
tend
was
to
go
pay
off the
attention.
fucking ship?
You tend to pay attention to the moving steel or high-speed moving steel than the person being carried sometimes.
Yes, he was paying far more attention to the bulldozer and the E-web.
Alright, so we did not use the E-web. in
No, the
battle,
E-web
right?
has not been used. The E-web is just currently being assembled and trained toward the entrance.
Alright, once you finish building up a barricade around it, throw a blanket or something over it. Just
You just get a thumbs up as he continues pushing the crate into position.
alright, cool beans. I'm gonna go see what's up.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yell if you need us, or
You'll hear
start
E-web
shooting.
fire.
So by carrying someone, I assume that means someone was injured. So I'm going to start heading for the med bay, and I'll activate my comms and tell someone to get on. Tell some of the NPC crew to man the ship turrets. Just leave them off, but be ready to start them up and get to work if we need it.
Okay.
And then med bay.
Okay. Okay, yeah. You can hear Sko kind of calming throughout the ship using the ship's intercom and stuff, trying to seek a dock. You do not run into him, and you are able to make it down to the med bay, in which you see what appears to be Alan in her armor, like up on one of the benches, and Darius between you and her. With Darius, kind of, that's it, Darik between you and her working.
Same fucking
Wrong
thing.
game, motherfucker.
Basically the same person, though.
Yeah.
It's just an uglier Darius.
Yeah.
More scarred.
Mm-hmm. All right, seeing her on the bed, I'll go, what, you again? the hell this time, and I'll start beelining for the medical supplies to do what I can.
Okay. There is no response.
Oh, she's out.
Yo, yeah, she is out.
Oh, okay.
She's unconscious.
I kind of took that she was like propped up, like
No,
sitting
no,
up.
no,
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 Okay.
she's
no.
laid down.
All right, fine. Her again. What the hell this time? And then I'll go. Just in case there's someone else in the room.
Well, she decided to jump into a bunch of troopers.
Troopers. What the hell
Not
did you
all
do?
of them. Not all of them clones, but it's wait. Explain later. Life save first.
Multitask, motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure she doesn't die.
I want to make sure the rest of us don't die. What should we be expecting?
Well, one of them got away on a lat, so potentially Venator or a base. I don't know.
Hey,
Fuck, I
don't
hope
blame
it's a-
me. I just want some excitement.
He just wanted a dongle, and this happened.
They actually have a couple dongles.
We still have Dur aboard as well, right?
Yeah.
Automatic.
SCO is paging them both to summon them both
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
Also,
To aisle 7.
Uh,
Medic to aisle 7.
she's a Claudite.
Wait, what?
Shape changer.
Who is?
Are you just you're rifling through boxes right now?
He's just rifling through boxes behind me, and I'm just telling
She's
him
opening
that.
boxes. And you finally find what you're looking for, and as you turn around, you see that there is a Claudite lying on the medical table.
That was unexpected.
You're telling me.
Okay, well, I don't know how their insides work.
At this point, I'm just trying to stem whatever bleeding is happening, okay? I don't fucking know Claudite physiology myself.
See, oh, I'm Hillary Clinton. God damn it.
God damn it, see.
Alright, well, I'll go ahead and staunch bleeding, I guess. Just, the basic stuff will hopefully the doctor will know all the inner bits. Out of character, that was. Do you want us to roll for first aid, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's
Go ahead
gonna
and roll
be-
for not cause more damage.
Roll treat injury.
Life sciences?
No, it's a treat injury.
Treat injury. Because you're actually trying to treat her, not figure out how her body works.
That is going to be a 24.
And I have +6, so that's going to be an 18.
Okay. The two of you working together are able to at least stop the blood bits from leaving the body. Like, you don't know enough to start, surgery, but you know enough to go, well, she's not actively dying.
Yes. I know how to stabilize, not to save.
That'll do.
I have no idea what color blood Claudites have. It's just on my hands.
Rainbow.
Rainbow. No, it's red.
Red.
With all the colors
All right.
of Claudite blood.
Yeah, so the doc and the medic both come kind
I
of
got that
crashing down
reference.
into the med bay, and you guys kind of get shifted out of the way as they set to work. So you two are just kind of now watching as the medical team is there, and SCO, you've kind of made your way back around after leading the pair down to the med bay, and you kind of explain to them, hey, she's been shot multiple times.
Alright, I'm going to
on
start
the way down.
washing up and getting ready to go.
I assume I walk. No, sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna after I wash up, I'm gonna maybe point Darik down towards going down towards Tim to help with the E-Web, and I'm gonna go up to the bridge and try and monitor comms and see what people are saying.
Okay.
E-Web, motherfucker, I'm setting the rocket launcher up.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
I'm getting that
yeah.
fucker to the door in case we need it.
And what are Sko? What are you gonna do then?
I assume I was like following them just in case. I don't know what's going outside right now with Tim and whatnot, given the insanity of the situation. So I probably
E.g.
follow them into the med bay.
Yeah. So they're heading back outside now to go set up defenses. So are you going to help with that?
Once I get them to the med bay, I assume I see Dev say that, and I follow Darik. I assume I also get a glimpse of the not so Allen.
Not so
The
Alan.
the alien Alan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, I went there.
Hey, at least we can play that game. Alan! Alan!
Yeah. After escorting the medics, I go to help Darik.
Yes, go to help me set up fighting positions outside the ship.
Wait, do we want to do like a rocket man or rocket team? I load the rockets, you fire the tube.
We literally have one rocket, so I've literally got it. I've got it inside the ship, but near the ramp, so that it can literally run up the ramp, grab it, and use it. Just just in case something decides to fucking fly in.
Okay. Yeah. So you're able to get all that set up.
And assisting with creating more fighting positions, probably setting some near the top of the ramp just in case.
As you guys like bunker down your ship.
We're playing
I mean-
Fortress.
What time is it, by the way? Like morning, afternoon?
Early evening?
It's dance party time.
Yeah, it's coming into evening at this point now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back, my homies.
Welcome
Okay.
back.
I
Man,
miss-
imagine having to go to the bathroom and not having a pee bucket like a pro gamer.
I know, right?
No, you mean a shit bucket.
Well, she didn't say she had to go take a shit.
Anyways, so is anyone else wanting to do anything right now as surgery is underway and
God, what the fuck did I miss?
You're being
You're
worked on by the
under-
docs.
Someone
Got
is
it.
elbow deep inside you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
yep.
That's how I like it.
And so what do are you guys just gonna like continue setting up stuff and then kind of start to settle for the evening, or
Oh yeah, it's literally defenses are up. We are literally chilling by them, ready to go.
okay? And you're on the bridge trying to do signals intercept, Belotti?
Yeah.
That's what you're running? Okay. So, Kiendra, what are you doing?
Oh
What
yeah,
are you up to in this moment?
like when we ran past, you were like here.
As we bail back to the ship.
And nearly ran you over, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry.
If Kanthier is here.
Hmm?
I was asking what Kiendra is up to right now.
You didn't miss like the whole last 20 minutes, did you?
I know Dev, I think is his name, is on the bridge.
I
And
wasn't
the
really
rest-
listening to what he was doing because I wasn't there, and it didn't seem like it affected me.
Nope.
Where was I in the end of last session?
The end of the last session, you were like right out here-ish.
I nearly
When-
ran you over here,
yeah,
but it's
and
been a
walking back
good-
in, that's what it was.
It's been a good
Yeah.
10 minutes since then, so we're just trying to catch up on what you're doing.
Basically, what you were doing after you almost got skodozed, and
God damn it.
you're the skodozer.
Can we like make that like a canon attack for me? It's just push
That
people
is
around.
that's what I'm calling your charge attack is skodozing.
Okay, Plode.
Yes, master.
Oh god.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh,
But
God.
yeah, so
Yeah.
basically we're kind of picking up from the point of you were just almost ran over and
Mhm.
go.
I'm assuming he was alone aside from who he was carrying with at that
And,
point.
Derek was following
Darik.
me.
It was Derek, Sko, and Alan.
Wait, but Alan was getting carried, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Alan
yeah.
was unconscious.
Oh. Oh, what's good? And they're gone. And then gonna step out and see what the fuck went on. Which I'm assuming there's still bodies.
Yeah,
Yes,
After they
there
looted
are.
them.
They are looted bodies, but there are corpses still there.
Give them a once over and then, assuming I don't find anything, head back to the ship.
Yeah, there's really nothing of value anymore.
where's our Tim model?
On the ship.
Yeah, I got him.
Now the other question is, did I recognize Alan?
I was wearing a helmet, so probably not.
You would have seen that Sko was, carrying someone. If you think you would recognize like her helmet and armor, you would have probably recognized it was Alan. But otherwise, it would just be they're carrying somebody.
I think I've seen her armor before. Pretty sure. So yeah, not terribly concerned. There's some random assassin on the ship again. So yeah, I guess I'm heading back in and pulling maps, planning ahead, since I know I can't really help with the medical side.
Okay, so you're going to kind of start pulling out nav charts and go like, where's the next best place for us to go and things like that.
Or no, correction. I'm gonna start poking around on the holonet, seeing if I can figure out just how far the alert spread.
Okay.
Essentially, how much shit are we in?
Okay. So you'll start doing that, and Belotti, you're going to do signals intercept.
Well, yeah, I'm doing the same thing, trying to figure out.
Okay, so Belotti, use computers, and Kiendra, gather information.
Alright. As I recall my mods. Check my mod. This is the wrong roll 20.
Last time I checked, I swear my character wasn't some dragon character.
26. Holes?
I'm waiting on
Oh,
There
okay.
it is. Okay, that was not my mod. It's 12. So that's 30.
Okay. So, Belotti, you are not seeing any outstanding signs of signals traffic. Like, nothing is standing out. And Kiendra, there is no mention of this incident anywhere on the holonet that you can find. At least not publicly available.
What about any kind of description of our ship or
Um,
who we are?
There's a description of like that contains the information on the old ship. Like before you guys changed, your transponder, like it's got that name and everything. But there's not really any super accurate descriptions on anyone on your ship except for Dev.
Wait, except for Dev?
Yep. They have very
Oh.
accurate information on you.
Because Captain. Wait, no. I used a. They should only have burner information from previously. Oh no, when we were initially on Coruscant. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They have that information on you, but they do not have the information on the rest of the crew. And Dev's information is still tied to the old ship information.
Right, I was just going to say, as long as they can't tie it to the current ship.
But none of it looks like it's been updated.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not updated. Like it's the old information.
Like for the original ship, right?
Yeah, for the original ship before you change the transponder.
Alright, got it.
I'm assuming that's on like some kind of bolo or some shit.
Yeah, it's literally just like if you see like it's the wanted posters basically. If you see this person, he is a dangerous individual. Contact your nearest, Imperial fucking officers and stuff for assistance in apprehending him.
Well, time to shave my beard.
I need new paint.
Here's what he looked like without a beard or with glasses.
Fuck.
So guys, how do you think Sko would look like in pink?
Like he looks like in any other color except pinker.
This is what he looked like if he turned into a girl.
But no. By the way, random question, but the
Just
grenades we
glue a
picked
pair
up,
of coconuts to him.
What? Oh god. But random question: did the grenades that we picked up did they have like any symbols like we've seen before of like the Empire?
Nope.
On them?
Nope.
Just plain
these
grenades?
these are just plain grenades.
That's also.
But yeah, so Belotti, from your information gathering, you're not seeing any major signals traffic in Kiendra. There's definitely not any, new Bolo information out on you guys, but either, galactically or even locally, to be honest.
Where is Kiendra doing this research? Are you on the bridge helping, or
Nope.
no? Okay.
I don't know how your fucking computer systems worked. I haven't really been in them at all. I'm running my own fucking essentially phone.
Datapad. All right. Yeah, I just didn't know if you were doing it on the bridge so we
datapad.
could share info, or.
I have no idea you're doing what you're doing.
Okay. Where was Nasiri for everything?
Engineering.
Alright, so she's just been down there.
Oh, noises. Can't hear the blaster fire. Definitely.
He's beating on fucking cables, so it sounds the same.
I got that reference too.
All right. Well,
Given that information, do you still want us out in the back? So we're kind of looking defensive. Because from what it sounds like, they're over here, looking for us. Me and
they're over
Darik.
there ambushing y'all as you came out.
And then they fucked off. So they may be able to connect us to the ship, but that's what I'm thinking. But
So,
Skull's just saying there's like shit, not thinking about like that.
Yeah, I'd say for now we stay on guard, but like don't look like we're on guard. So have the e-web covered up. Kind of arrange the barricades to just look like piles of crates rather than dedicated barricades.
When I searched the spies, did I see anything that looked like identification, even if I didn't pick it up?
Like, any
Like a
examples?
wallet or something?
Oh, like from off of the dead dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably one of them would have like their wallet on them or something like that.
Here's just go back out and grab that
Okay.
and try to see who the fuck these people are.
Oh, some
They
of them
are-
have them helmets popped off. Some of them look like clones. Some of them don't.
So for the identification you get is that this is they're definitely Imperial soldiers. Some of them are clones, some of them are not. But like the documentation, like stuff they have is just like it's a regular Imperial soldier now.
Stormtrooper Corps? Or
They haven't quite taken the name yet.
okay.
But they're attached to the Empire strongly enough that they've already updated their IDs.
Huh. It doesn't really like pinpoint any specifics on like where they came from originally. Like it's literally just an identification card that goes, "This is my picture. This is my name." Kind of one of those cards.
Mhm.
Rank like basically it's basically it's a cap card without
Yeah.
the computer access capabilities. It's literally just an identification card.
And I'm assuming it's an actual name, not a fucking serial number.
Yeah. On his there is. If you looked at the clone ones, they would probably still be just serial numbers.
Yeah. Nothing to show exactly where they came from, but they're definitely Empire related. And pretty close ties since they've updated already. There's only one thing left to do. Start stealing the money from their wallets.
Ooh, money.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at pretty much a dead end for information gathering without going out into the town again.
Yeah. Which you could, you try and do. You could try and liaise with other people to see if they can help with computer, kind of stuff if you want to. But the social engineering side of it that you're doing, that's about what you're saying. Is there's nothing standing out yet. No alarms. No like, hey guys.
Nobody affiliated with the local Empire station. They're going, oh man, I gotta go into work today.
Yeah.
Nobody posting on Spacebook.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Basically. Yeah. So you're all good on that front.
Alright.
Alright, time to load up the new hot show on Space Hulu.
Okay.
Sulu.
What are you watching on Space Hulu?
You're watching it on
Desperate Hot
Sulu.
Wives.
Whoops, wrong universe.
Space
you
Altered Carbon.
What, you're not going to watch Desperate Hut Wives?
Oh, God,
Ugh.
no. I deal with enough huts as
Oh,
it
my
is.
eyes!
Okay. So what are you guys going to do from here then? The floor is open to anyone if they want to do anything.
Well, I assume
Oh.
at some point, Tim says we probably should make this a little.
Oh, Tim was already told to and was doing that. Like, your positions are covered and stuff like that. Like, this is not obviously a fortified fighting position.
So real quick, I assume nobody went for that back to tank discussion.
Nope.
Nope.
Alright.
Nope.
We had a really short session and still eventful session.
Yeah, you guys still have time to
Maybe.
try and go today if you want to.
Can I come?
Yeah, I'm gonna call Darik up to the bridge.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Let me know when you get there. I don't know if you have anything to do on the way.
I would assume,
I mean, you're able to go
I'd
right
literally
up.
be saying, I'm being called up the bridge. Keep, watch, and I'll head up.
Alright, when you get to the bridge, I'll pull you off to the side and say, hey, I've been doing some checks. We seem to be in the clear as far as that fracas went. But they got a bolo out for me, so I don't think I should do too much off the ship for the time being. I was wondering if by any chance you would be willing to go try and negotiate for that spare back to tank.
I mean, I'm personally not much of a talker there, boss. But we can get
Yeah.
somebody that's, better speaker than me, maybe.
A wheeler
still-
dealer. We could ask
Yeah.
Kiendra.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If she'd want to be involved, that would help quite a bit. If not, I think we might just have to give up on the opportunity, but I don't want to do that quite yet. Especially now that Alan's injured again.
Yep.
We could really use that second tank. But if you'd be all right providing security, if she's willing to go, I'll give her a call and ask her.
Yeah, I'll provide security. That's what I'm here for.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and calm Kiendra and ask her up to the bridge when she's got a moment.
Okay. So, Kiendra, you get your summons.
All right. DeAndre here.
Hey, it's Dev. Could you swing up to the bridge? Got a favor to ask.
I suppose.
I appreciate it.
And I guess click.
Yep.
Yeah, click.
Heading on up to the bridge.
Yeah. Bridge. Not even gonna bother knocking. So, out of
Yeah, it's just
favor.
yourself. Right. I won't dick around. Here's how it is. They've got a bolo out for me. From what I can tell, everyone else is clear. I don't know that I want to risk going into town for this this back to tank deal. If I give you Darik as security, would you be willing to go negotiate? You'll have access to the ship funds for for this.
Sure. I don't know anything about the ship funds, to be honest. But a budget would be good.
Maybe calm me. Let me know what they're asking for initially. And then
I still need a range of what's reasonable, what we can possibly afford.
Bear with me a sec, I'm bringing up the right page.
That's fine.
Because yeah, back to tanks are a little bit on the expensive side, and I don't think we have 300,000 credits.
No, but it also fell off the back of the truck, so they're not going to
Yes.
be...
But I need to know how much less we have.
It's not 330 or 300,000 credits. It's only 130,000 credits. Big difference.
Including the back to the fillet.
I thought Bacta was 30,000.
I honestly don't remember. I don't have the rule
we
book
might
up.
have spare Bacta in the supplies. We don't have a tank for sure, but I would assume we didn't just kind of yeet off our spare Bacta. Although I guess I'd leave that up to you, Halls.
Okay.
So we do still have a tank, so it'd be
Like-
prudent to keep a refill. What do you think?
I mean, that's entirely up to your decision as the ship's captain. If you think refills are a good idea to keep.
Yeah, and I definitely didn't sell anything off that could be that could like warrant that price. So yeah, I'd say we've still got refills. All right. Current credits. Okay. I think we could probably top out around 10 grand for the tank. Maybe 12.
I suspect we might have a bit of a difficulty picking it up for that much.
It depends
This
how hot it
may
is and if they have
end
any
up-
other buyers.
The back to tank.
Yeah, but we're on a fairly...
Yes, but someone wanted it. We got it in transit.
But was it in transit to here, or was it transit through here?
It was on the planet.
And then,
Their equipment.
say again?
I'm trying to find back to tank in the book. Here it is. Okay, yeah, 100,000 and 100 credits per liter back to
And I think you need 30 liters.
300.
300 liters, yeah. And it's 30,000.
We have 10% of what we need.
At
Well, remember,
Galactic average.
that's a new price. That's not,
Right.
under
To
the
buy it
normal price.
straight up, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we'll see what they're asking for, and then I think 19 is going to be as much as I can swing. If we can't get it for that, we'll have to do without. Unless we know where they're storing it, and then we can try and take it before we go.
Generally
Dev
a
looks
bad
mildly
idea
concerned
to-
when he mentions having to actively do crime to survive, by the way.
It's generally a bad idea to piss off the crime families.
Yeah, well, we need it more than they do.
I don't think they care.
Yeah, I gotta look out for our crew first. Hopefully we can avoid that being the case, but if not, we'll do what we gotta do.
Okay, they are almost definitely going to ask us to give them a favor. And assuming we can even negotiate this. And what are we willing to do?
We can always run cargo. Star, goddammit. You're a terrible person.
Good job he's a droid.
There's that.
Freshly made carpets.
Do you know anyone who needs a wig?
That's a lot of wigs.
Oh shit.
Which are more expensive, though, the big carpets or the small carpets?
That's fucked
To-
up.
To pay the hut.
That's fucked up.
Um,
You didn't answer the question, Belotti. But you didn't answer it. Which is more expensive, the big carpets or the small carpets?
Honestly, there's probably more money in toupees than there are in floor carpeting.
I'm going to hell. I am so going to hell. Sorry, Star, we're about to get you banned on YouTube.
no, the algorithm will pick up on this. You have to be more.
Wookiees aren't real people. It's okay. The algorithm doesn't
Jesus
know.
Christ.
Wookiee lives matter.
No, they don't. I mean, what?
Hashtag no lives matter.
What do you mean? There's stable force for the
Immediate
Empire.
Concerned
silence.
noises echo down the corridor.
Certain noises immediately interrupted by a blaster bolt.
Oops.
Anyways, getting back on topic. So you're going to try and go to the meeting then? You
Yeah,
can continue the
I'm just-
conversation from there.
If they're gonna ask a favor, we can haul cargo.
What kinds of cargo are we willing to haul?
Anything but slaves?
Can they remember their ship is currently full of Wookiees?
Yeah, not the cargo deck.
So a
And-
bunch
and
of
a
locked freezers then?
Look, as long as it's not slaves or a package to New Jersey, I don't care.
And organs?
We need the back to tank. 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 I am uncomfortable. But we need the back to tank.
So, you're
What about-
sending...
What about things like organs or drug running? Weapons?
I'll smuggle weapons. I'd avoid innards and drugs if possible. But, like, need that tank.
Alright. I'll see what I can do in that case. I'm assuming we aren't
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm assuming we aren't going to go on any military excursions to help them out.
I mean, we don't really have that much in the way of manpower to do that sort of thing.
Yes, that is a bit of the problem.
If they want us to transport mercenaries somewhere, that's doable. We're definitely not set up for combat.
If they want us to transport mercenaries to a prison ship? An Empire prison ship?
Well, we've already tweaked their nose.
I guess the question is, are you willing to risk the ship?
If I have to. As long as they're also willing to provide us falsified documents for it, I think we could swing that.
Alright.
I kind of pause and look around the bridge. If nothing else, Gazantes are very sturdy, so
I wouldn't know.
I'm gonna lovingly pat the nearest console. I would.
I'm gonna step out before clothes start being removed.
No, not that kind of lovingly. Fucking degenerates.
I mean,
You're the one caressing a console.
yeah.
I'm patting it. It's like you pat a dog.
Oh!
Oh my.
Degeneracy.
Hey, whatever you're into, man. As long as it don't hurt anybody. Or anything.
Alright, get out of here and go see what they want.
Kiendra nods and pops out the door.
Presumably Darik follows.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to go do this deal.
So that leaves Tim and
Yep.
Sko on the defense team.
Yep, and Alan has the surgery has been a success, though Alan will probably need to be asleep for the rest of the
Session.
the rest of the day, at least for recovery, depending on how long this session goes.
Good job, Z.
Hey, anytime.
So bloaters, so you understand, they used a stun against her and critted, and then they used normal blasters and critted. That's where I saved her, and she would have gone past her damage threshold and died if I didn't change that to like a 9.
So Z, what have we learned about standing in front of blasters?
Only the enemy is allowed to do it.
Oh, hey,
New
question.
rules, Daddy.
Before we get to the point where we're rolling a lot of dice, did we roll our beginning of the session dice?
Yes, we
Everyone
did.
else did.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Wow.
How did I miss that?
Good job, Numpty.
All right, so he automatically gets a 1.
Oh, sweet! I can make anyone crit fail.
I think you should. I think you should make it a 10 for like automatic rolls holes because it's the most neutral.
So I get assurance.
You get
An
assurance.
automatic 10.
I mean, I am a thief, just the wrong system.
Yes.
All right. Well, knowing all that, what are your plans then, Kiendra, before you set off on your grand adventure?
Hmm. What the hell would I have been dressed in? I'd have been dressed in my flashy clothes because I would have been expecting to be going out and getting fucking information.
Fucking
it's-
joke's on you, right?
Gonna have to change into my not so flashy clothes.
All right, Derek gets the KP made.
What are you about? We
The
got one
cloak?
from Alan.
Oh,
I'm-
right.
I can go travel and set up, which I think I have written down what that looks like.
So what your commission dart looks like?
No.
Is that the flashy?
That's kind of like almost lounging.
Oh.
But Essentially, Kiendra's traveling outfit is long sleeve shirt, sleeveless jacket, hiking boots, and a visible pistol on her belt.
Okay.
Not like super gold and shiny colors, but just like blue and black.
Okay.
Mostly grabbing that or using that for the visible pistol. Bleh.
Okay. And are you bringing the minions with you?
Bringing at least one.
The who?
Who's coming with you?
Minions.
Well, I'm
Minions.
need to bring Darik. So
Are you gonna bring just Derek then?
I mean, it's up. If you think you need the extra protection, there.
should I bring Sko?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not saying bring Skull. I'm saying bring the other person who wasn't like fucking wanted across the galaxy.
Tim.
Tim.
Yeah,
mean-
Sko is not allowed to leave the ship ever again.
I just wanted some new parts.
Fuck off! I'm welding you to the fucking bulkhead. That'll be your new parts.
Sweet.
Jesus.
I am one with the ship.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
If
Really?
we
Nobody saw that one coming?
If we
There is
name
my
the ship.
notepad.
Okay. Anyways.
The tall become the tall.
Oh god, no.
Okay. Well. That being said, Kiendra, are you gonna grab your friend and set off?
Yeah. I don't think I need to bring the enchanter with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Highlighting this
Derek,
element,
how are you
highlight
setting
text.
yourself up?
How am I setting myself up?
What are you going looking like?
Well, I'm gonna have my armor on, obviously. Standard armor. I'm gonna have my, blaster in my holster, my rifle slinged, hiding that under the cloak. I'm not gonna have my helmet, so I'm gonna have the hood up, and I'm not taking my jetpack, so it doesn't have a weird bulge on the back.
Okay. And then you guys are gonna head off into the city?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys are able to walk your way out there and get to the business location. What are you guys doing once you get there?
Step up to the bar, order, and I guess wave the bartender to order a drink.
Okay. Kind of comes over. What do you want? Anything for your friend there? He's gonna kind of nod at Derek.
I'll have a double whiskey neat. He'll have whatever your fruitiest drink is.
Okay. Well,
No whiskey for me as well, please.
That's
you
great.
sure you can handle a whiskey, buddy? You can see he's cracking you that really like smart ass grin as he gets both of you guys your drinks.
That was great.
I forgot why I don't go anywhere with you.
I mean, if
I
you
just
want
remembered
something
it.
stronger, I've got something you might like.
I think we need to keep a relatively clear head for the time being.
Oh, the best business is always settled over alcohol. Should be fine. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Bartender?
I would agree. I've seen great deals get made over lots of drinks. You want some? He's kind of reaching back and he's grabbing a bottle that appears to have a very worn label and is about half full.
Jesus. So it's an old ass bottle he's got here that nobody fucking orders. Because it's probably the one that puts you on your ass.
I see you dressed there with all that, fancy stuff. Nodding at you, Darius. Fancy yourself a warrior, do you?
Like, are her cloaks really that ornate?
He was talking to you.
No, I'm on about Alan's cloaks. Are they really that ornate?
You're wearing Alan's cloak?
Yeah, I'm wearing. She gave, like, me, Tim, and Dev one to use.
Hmm.
Oh, you're using one. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm like
that was-
Lando, but with cloaks.
I'm wearing my armor and I've got a cloak over the armor.
Yeah, he's commenting on the fact that he can see your armor still, even with like a cloak over it.
I just don't want to.
It's a cloak, not a robe.
Yeah.
It's like just trying not to cause too much attention
That doesn't
and
answer.
panic.
I mean, every kind of gestures around the bar, and there are multiple people in here wearing armor.
Yeah.
Even looks like there might be a Mandalorian in one of the corners. You're not quite sure.
He doesn't really pick
Oh,
up on the
no.
best of, he doesn't pick up on hints that well.
I'm
Lucky he didn't
also
get lost.
I'm also
Kind of
very
shakes
distracted right
the bottle again. So do either of you two want some of this then?
now. I'm just gonna look at Kiendra. You gonna give it a go?
I already ordered.
I think we'll
Shakes it
Cool.
again. You want some?
no, we'll call it good there. The whiskey's fine.
Okay. Puts it back on the shelf.
Weenie.
Look, I don't need fucking negatives, alright? Darik is all business. He's here to make sure that nothing happens to this one.
Alright, as he's getting the drinks, is he doing that in front of us or at the other end of the bar?
Oh, he's doing that in front of you guys.
No, I've heard tell bit of a Bacta tank may have gone missing.
I mean, it was all over the news. I'd be surprised if nobody here's heard about it. Not every day that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, it's bit of a fortunate, unfortunate, however you want to look at it, turn of events. We happen to be in the market for one.
Well, kind of turns around a little bit with the drink and is looking towards you. And by that, are you implying something, my friend?
Just we're looking to pick up a tank of that nature. And you said we have the stuff to fill it back on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who we might have to talk to arrange business deals like that.
Well, I mean, that depends. You could always just go talk to one of the local manufacturers, if that's what you're looking for. But if you just want a Bacta tank, talk to one of them. Kind of turns around, grabs a couple of bottles, and sets them down on the bar. Also turns and grabs the bottle he put back up on the shelf that he was trying to get Darius to drink from and sets that on the bar too. Starts kind of mixing up some drinks.
Well, look, looked at their catalogs and they're pretty much like their prices.
A little expensive for your tastes, huh?
A wee bit.
That's fair. Those things do tend to be pretty expensive. Keeps mixing up some drinks, putting them on a just like on one of the platters. Pours out 2 shots of the stuff out of that bottle he had, and it smells strong. And then he puts those shots on it, closes the bottle, puts the bottle on the platter as well. So you're looking for one on the cheap then?
Of that nature, yes.
Well, I personally don't have one of those. You know, I just work in a bar here. And then somebody walks up and kind of picks up the platter. And it is the guy in the corner that was wearing the Mandalorian armor. And it is Mandalorian armor. But if you go with him into one of the back rooms, he might be able to help you. And then he turns and goes back to, taking care of some other things, moves away from the bar. You just have that helmeted face looking over at the both of you, just with that kind of slight head tilt of, you coming?
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun.
Well, I assume that we'll be heading.
Kiendra grabs her drink and follows.
Okay.
And gives Darik a look like it says, don't start shit again, please.
Well,
I
you
won't
can't sing
start
that.
nothing.
We're still dealing with the fallout of last time.
What
You're
did
saying
I
that out
stop?
loud.
Okay. There's no reaction from the guy who leads you off into one of the back rooms and kind of sets all the drinks down at an empty table that's got like one of those curtain slides around it. And then you hear him slide the curtain shut to block it, and you kind of hear him walk off somewhere. And the two of you are now just sitting there with 4 drinks poured out and the bottle of Narcoleth in front of you.
Narcoleth?
Yep.
The fuck do I know about Narcoleth?
Well, it's
Either
Depending on
narcotic
who
or it's
makes the
narcoleptic, one or the other.
depending on who makes it, it can be incredibly strong. The most famous one is known as Mandalorian Narcoleth. And that shit is the kind of like 4 or 5 shots and you're just blackout obliterated for the rest of the night.
4 or 5 shots and you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Narcoleth.
Yeah. It is incredibly powerful alcohol. And it is one of the things that Mandalorians use in their drinking contest because they're Mandalorians. Of course, they have to go to fucking extremes.
It's pretty much just Everclear.
Yes. Except like double the strength of Everclear.
Don't think you can.
That's not possible.
Everclear is 97%, like between 95 and 99% pure alcohol.
It's 98%. I
Yes,
know
but
because
this
we
is-
use
It
it all
depends
the
on the
time.
state.
But this is Star Wars, where that is indeed possible in this universe.
Watch, instead of having fucking ethanol, it uses methanol.
Fair enough.
It's just death in a bottle.
Smells like blindness. Does anyone have that?
So are you guys going to say anything or just wait?
You said there's 4 drinks poured?
Yep.
And there's only 3 of us?
There's 2 of you guys. The Mandalorian is gone.
Oh.
Yeah, the Mando was just leading us over.
I figured he was going to sit down and just be the security or some shit.
Nope, it is just you two at the bar, at the table at the bar right now.
Oh. This is interesting. I figured he was going to be the security for our upcoming guest.
He's probably not far away.
Yes, but usually they like to stay like right there where they can see you, not
You
on
hear
the other side of the
footsteps,
curtain.
multiple footsteps coming back now. And the curtain gets slid back open. And you have a human and a Twi'lek sit down across from you. And this time the Mandalorian steps in, shuts the curtain, and just is standing by the
That
table
makes
as the
more
other two
sense.
sit.
Yes.
You are somehow less uncomfortable now that he's standing there, as expected.
Yep, weird shit gets you killed.
Exactly.
So, gentlemen, I hear you may have a discount back to tank available.
Huh. And where, pray tell, did you hear that?
Oh, word gets around, the birds start chirping, and eventually information makes its way to me.
Interesting to know. And the guy kind of leans back just a little bit. And what should I call you for this meeting?
We Kiendra.
And your associate.
Him? Walking muscle.
Fair. I'm gonna call me Cole. So, be it you're in the market for a Bacta tank. Exactly what do you do that requires you to have one for regular use and not just visit a hospital? We can't
Because
just
it's
give things to
difficult to
everyone.
carry a hospital with us on a ship.
And what is your ship doing that you regularly would need a Bacta tank? That is a little extreme just for cargo shipping.
Well, between pirates and people in white plastic armor, occasionally blaster bolts go and hit things they shouldn't, people they shouldn't.
Ah, I see. So you've had some problems with the Empire so far, have you?
I've had problems with a bunch of people, to be honest. Sometimes
Well,
you get caught in the crossfire, sometimes others get caught in the crossfire with me. Either way, it's generally a good idea to have something along those lines on hand.
well, I suppose then if that's your stance on those people, we could always barter a deal for a Bacta tank we found the other day. Though, of course, I'm sure you're aware it will not be cheap.
Well, I certainly expect it to be considerably less expensive than I could get out of a catalog.
Somewhat.
Otherwise, I wouldn't need to come to you.
Somewhat less expensive. Yes. Considerably? Well, I have a business to run. Or at least this part of it, anyways. So.
And I expect you wouldn't have bothered to acquire the back to tank in the method you had if it has still cost you a significant portion of the regular price.
Yeah, obviously. But I still have to turn some form of profit. $150,000 credits.
150,000. I could walk up to Corellia Medical and get it for 2/3 of that.
Okay, good. You do know your business. What are you offering for the purchase of our
10,000.
tank?
Because that 150 was insulting.
Maybe so, but you're definitely new in town, and I need to make sure you actually know how business works. That, and if you would agree to pay the 150,000 credits, I would not have said no.
Yes, but there's a difference between testing the business acumen and just straight up insults. Because really, why would I bother coming to you if I hadn't at least looked at what it was legitimately?
You would be surprised how many people here have done that. Guaranteed most of those people are incredibly drunk when it happens, but it still happens. Speaking in more reasonable terms, 70,000 credits.
15.
65.
Hmm. $20.
$60,000.
I'll do 25, but that's the highest I can give you in credits.
So you'll be willing to provide payment in other means then?
I suppose we can work out a payment in a service to make up any difference. But obviously we'll have to hammer out the details first.
Well, the details, since you seem to have problems with them too, are rather simple. The Empire, as they've called it, has established a small base out here.
I find
And
small.
recent little patrol base, one LAT, a couple intelligence officers, some sensor equipment, and, well, it was 3 squads of stormtroopers. Now it's 2. Something happened to them down at the shipyards earlier that was rather interesting, but anyways, the point being is with a third of their strength gone, myself and the rest of my business associates would like that removed.
Hmm. And how many people are in a squad of
8.
8? So 16 16 armored people and 2 intel people and a pilot.
2 pilots, the 3 intel dudes, and the 2 squads.
What kind of local defenses are we talking? Turrets. I'm assuming they don't have a deflector shield, considering the size of the base.
No, a couple of E-webs covering the main entrance, and, they took over a couple of nearby taller buildings to kind of use as observation areas.
This is in the town then?
Yes.
That makes it slightly more complicated.
Yes. That was our problem too. As much as we want them gone, we can't exactly blow the whole town up. but they are running lots of interference on our business operations inside the city, and we would like them removed.
This is overtly a Empire security station, then.
Yes.
Can I interject real quick? Just a
Out
quick
of
question.
character, in.
Out of character.
Yeah, go for it.
Lats, are they atmospheric only, or do they go in space?
They can go
There
in
are
space.
there are
They can
two
see it.
variants. There are some that are atmospheric only. There are some that are both. It would just depend on which one was issued to this base at this point in time.
Was that something that we saw before?
Yeah, I mean, everyone would know. It would be a common knowledge thing of like some lats can go into space, like they're the ones that are designed to go from ship to like in assault.
Planet.
But there
Are
are
they-
others that are just like here's a
Planet
gunship that stays on the planet.
So which one do they have? Like,
That
are they
I don't think the group,
indistinguishable
they're not necessarily something you
Kiendra
could just look
would
at and see. Yeah,
Okay,
Kiendra wouldn't
okay.
have known.
From the one that I saw, it would have been kind of hard to tell because they do look exactly the same. It's
yeah,
just,
like you can't tell by
they,
looking at it.
they
You
basically
to
have
know.
an extra slide on the doors that slides and seals the holes. That's literally, and then
The
it
only
can
difference.
pressurize. It's literally all internal. You cannot tell unless you're literally inside the fucking thing.
Got it. Thank you.
Does it even need to pressurize if the clones all have armor?
Yeah, because it's not all clone armor. At least Phase 1 armor was not atmospherically sealed.
Yes, it was phase 2 that was. Well, there was a later variant of phase 1 that did, but it's pedantics.
Yeah. Point being, you guys don't know. Yeah, when the Venator was last around here, they kind of dropped them off and then continued on their patrol. And we don't expect them back for quite some time. So it's a good chance to get rid of this problem and potentially make it look like they just deserted.
Do they have comm equipment then?
They do. But comms can be jammed.
Presumably this is on the roof or something.
Their comm equipment, yeah. Or at least the antennas are.
As long as taking out the antennas enough to disable it.
That, if you're willing to take this job for us, I will leave up to you on how you want to approach that.
From low orbit.
that was an option I was considering.
until it came up that it was inside the fucking city.
Nah, we can still bottom turret strike it. It'll be fine.
You're not getting your fucking Bacta tank if you do that.
I mean, depends on how much collateral damage there is.
There would be collateral damage.
They're not heavy turbo lasers. They're just turbo lasers.
Doesn't make it that much
The
better.
kind you can use in a hangar.
Exactly.
They're on the roof, right? We can just use the bottom of the hole to smash
This is
down
not
on the roof.
This is oh my
Yes,
God.
I can land on them.
Doolittle.
What?
Did that shop, the weapon shop I went to, did they have fucking explosives? Like, not just frags?
You
like,
would
regular
have to go
explosives.
back and check again. Kind of slips your mind
Rocket
at
ammo?
this point.
Because I could literally just
Forward.
jump pack straight onto the roof and just plant a charge.
Can I remind people supposed to know in game that you do have a friendly neighborhood Claude?
Who is currently in
Who's
need of a Bacta
currently
tank.
unconscious, but
Should be recovering.
Oh.
No, the Claudite does not need a Bacta tank, but the
And we have the
Claudite does
shuttle.
need like a data rest.
You can mount the E-web in the door of the shuttle.
All right, are you taking Kanthier negotiations?
Yes.
Are you
Right.
willing to take the job?
Feel free to call Dev and inquire.
I think this is something we could handle, but then but that would have to significantly reduce the price.
Yes. Yes, it would. I'll return to your figure of 15,000 credits in exchange for completion of this job for us.
With this job potentially pinning a target on our backs from the Empire, and going into this considerably outnumbered, I'll do 5.
10,
8.
9,
8.5.
8 3/4.
It's a
I
deal.
knew that was
8
happening.
credits and 75 cents.
Out of
Say that in character
but
just for the joke. Do
Yes.
That is the joke.
out of character, we still could use some help with it. Or do we know how to jam their comms?
Do we
I can
have
probably figure it out.
so he kind of laughs at your comment too. So we have a deal then.
As long as you provide us with any intel you have on what our target is, yes.
Snaps his fingers, and the Mandalorian produces a datapad for you.
Kiendra grabs it, hands it to Darik. Look through this for me, would you?
I'm assuming it's a data pad.
Yeah, it's just a datapad that you can literally just like start looking through for the data, the information you want.
iPad 37.
It's very well detailed too, like blueprints, patrols, like all the fucking information they could get on this place. It's very well done. It's very professionally gathered.
Looks over at Mandalorian.
And, Mr. J, do you think it'd be in our power to handle jamming their equipment, or would we ask that of them too? Looking at Darik.
Mr. J.
So, looking at the antennas, I'm assuming that usually these like standard Republic antennas for standard Republic.
Yeah, it's
comms.
just standard.
I would know
long
these
distance. Yes, you know this equipment.
So I would know how to jam it, would I?
Yeah,
Do we have the components to be able to jam it?
you'd have to rip part of the ship's communications apart to probably put that shit together.
Would that be a permanent thing, or would we be able
Depends
to put it
on
back?
how well you fucking take it apart and put it back together again.
It's got an engineer.
Quietly.
And, you know, with the way the jamming would work, because you're going to be dumping a bunch of stuff into the frequency, depending on the parts you have, you could potentially fry some of them during the
Yes.
jamming
How
process.
easy is it to replace those parts?
Depends on what you can find. For a Gazanti, probably not too expensive, because there's enough of them out there you could probably find the components you would need.
We talk in the like 1,000 credit range or the 10,000.
Probably 1,000 to 10,000, depending on what parts you fried.
I mean, it'd probably be cheaper just to fucking go buy a completely separate comm unit to use it to rig into a jammer.
Or just have your contact, yeah. Business standpoint, like money-wise, it would be smarter to either buy one or just fucking have these guys jam it for you.
Mind you, Kiendra wouldn't know any of this, so I'm asking for out-of-character reasons.
So I'm looking at this and going, standardized Republic comm. Do you have the ability to jam it, or do we have to provide that ourselves?
Well, as I told your friend here, we can jam it for you if you would like.
Would make the job easier than trying to rig one up.
Considerably so.
But this is very well detailed. You've been planning this for a while, by the looks of it.
They've been a problem for quite a bit right now. Since before the Empire took over, actually.
I'm assuming we don't really have to worry about any other locations on planet coming to give them a hand if they lose contact.
Other locations have had desertion problems in the past, so it is not unusual.
My question is,
It
How
would take
quickly
them
would they
days.
come to check them?
It would take a couple of days for them to come out. And that's assuming that there's any left on the planet by the time we're done with this.
It sounds like we have a deal then.
Sounds like we do.
Let's go
We'll
against the
deliver your
murder
tank.
people.
We will deliver the tank upon completion of your mission. Do you have a location you would like it delivered to?
You remember that scrap with the clone troopers earlier?
He kind of just gets this slow smile across his face.
Right about where they all took naps. How about? We'll take it from
That
there.
could be arranged. Are they still napping there? Do they need someone to come take them to a better place to sleep?
I mean,
Unless
you'd probably
people
find it more comfortable.
unless people have moved them already.
In exchange for our appreciation in helping show our guests the best places to nap, we'll take care of moving them for you.
I'm sure all that extra armor isn't any sort of benefit for you either.
I mean, you had your chance to take it already, I would say.
Absolutely, I'm just making a statement on the situation.
It will make removing a couple of the other bases easier.
Do
Listrum.
leave it. Do leave me a favor, would you, and leave one of the sets of armor behind.
Yeah.
I have an idea for it,
Sounds good to
and
me.
ideally one that would fit him.
Can
Point
do.
to Darik.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure that that is done. Slides one of the glasses, the shot glasses of the mystery drink over to you and picks one up himself and kind of toasts it towards you.
Grab, toast, down.
Lamb. It burns like a motherfuck. And I'm sure you know exactly what that would taste like too. So
I do, because I've drank Everclear but straight before.
That was a bad idea.
it was a great idea, and we will encourage this behavior.
Okay.
Vision is overrated.
You'll- And with that deal being struck, we will cut back to the ship, where your semi-alive Claudite has started to rouse from the surgery sedations.
Oh, is it my go?
Mhm.
Oh, fair. Yeah, so... How much of my armor have I got on? Just out of interest.
You
Is
are
it
not
all
wearing
stripped?
armor anymore.
Like, is everything stripped?
Yeah, they when they were doing surgery, they took it all off because they actually had to make sure you weren't hurt anywhere else and all that stuff.
Okay, do I have some sort of gown?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Paper.
Is it an assless gown?
No, they have actual halfway decent hospital gowns in the Star Wars universe.
Okay,
So
good.
assless gowns, got it.
And okay, so what's actually going on? Am I like strapped
You're just
up
kind
to
of waking up
something?
in the med bay. Like, you had the machines beeping, you're kind of hooked up to some stuff. You're very confused and delirious-ish coming out of the
Yeah.
sedation. Like, that's about it right now.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna start pulling shit out. I don't know what the
Okay.
fuck's going on.
So, the
Just, like,
machines are angry.
Things are in me. I don't want them in there anymore. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, the machines are angry,
Crazy.
and there's beeping. Lots of annoyed,
And
unhappy machine
I'm
beeping.
just
Then there's a lot of unhappy medic beeping.
No, the medics actually aren't present in the room right now. They're
Oh.
once again on rest because there's only fucking 2 of them, and you guys work them like dogs.
I try to punch the machine, but
Yeah,
it's
the machine's like not
I just
anywhere
don't
near
have
enough
the
for you to punch.
energy at all.
Like just that weak, like kind
I'm
of
just
punch.
like, oh fuck. Never mind. Okay. I was just looking around because I'm just like, I'm in this gown. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I guess so. It's just like, okay, where the fuck is everything?
They
You
must
know-
have realized that you are not human.
Yeah, I'm clearly not in my sort of human skin. I guess is the best way of explaining it. I'm just like, oh fuck. Uh, I'm looking for my shit.
It is not in the med bay with you.
I guess I just start to panic at this point. Fucks my shit. And then I try and get out of the med bay. I'm just sort of staggering around, I guess, like a fucking
Thumpity
drunk.
thumpity thump.
And I'm just constantly repeating, "Where's my staff? Where's my staff?" And yeah, I'm really attached to that staff.
Dev, the med bay. Hey, a dumbass just got up and ripped stuff off. Alarm, and the bridge starts beeping.
It's a very specific alarm.
On the PA system, medical staff to the infirmary. Our friend has woken up. She's not behaving.
You see her actually on the cameras stumbling out of the med bay already and starting down a hallway.
Hey, Alan, stop it. Get back on the bed.
Where's my shit?
You actually
I'll
shout
bring
that
it to
up
you.
him.
Get back on the bed.
I need it.
If you don't get back on the bed, I'm not going to bring it to you.
Fuck's sake, what are you, my dad?
I might as well be.
Ugh, fine, I've
Now
got a
Dev
headache
is a
anyway.
I was gonna say Brexit's been usurped. Were you just taking a drink when I said that?
No, I don't need to be referred to as daddy, thank you.
Are you sure about that, Daddy?
I'm pretty. Oh,
I don't
Fuck
know
you.
how it disturbed you so much.
Anyway, so yeah, at this point, I guess like pounding headache is kicked in
Mhm.
full swing, and I just give in, just stagger back. I'm done. I was just like barely on the bed and just sort of like
Okay.
sprawled out, like top half sprawled out, the bottom half is still on the floor. And it's just,
Are you bringing her stuff down to her, Dev?
I'm going to go down to the infirmary and plug
Okay.
the staff up from where it was propped outside the door. For comedic effect, of course.
And then bring it in.
I'm just going to bring it in and hand it to her and say, on the bed now.
She's half on
yes,
the bed.
sir.
The rest of the way. And hopefully the medical staff will have gotten
Yeah,
there by
just-
now.
That either whooshed over Belotti or he is trying so hard to fucking ignore it. I'm not sure which it is. Did it whoosh Belotti or were you just ignoring it?
Sounds like a whooshed.
Yeah, it whooshed.
Okay.
Z, would you like to say
Would
what you said?
So Belotti, when you told her to get on the bed now, she did that yes sir kind of response.
Yes, sir.
It was sarcastic, but
Oh, that's fine. I don't even notice. I don't comment. It's just
Anyways, so
I just get out of the way and wait for the medical staff to
the
come
medical
and plug
staff is
everything
coming
back
down,
in.
and Alan, you don't have your staff back.
I'm just sort of, because I'm sort of like burying my head into the bed, and I'm just sort of
Mhm.
like holding on to it for dear life. Like it's the one thing that'll keep me going is just this little staff. And yeah, I guess unbeknownst to you guys, I'm trying to change back, but it's too much effort.
You're a little too fried for that.
A little too fried, and also it fucking hurts. to change, and obviously it mangles your skin and stuff like that. And when you've got wounds, kind of hurts even more. So all you're probably seeing is me just screaming in agony, trying to change, but you're not entirely sure what's going on. I guess I don't know. All you
Given
know is
how
that
different
the pain
she
is
looks,
disproportionate.
given how different she looks from when I last saw her. Well, last saw her. I guess saw her before I was band-aiding her. I think I've figured out by now what she is.
No, you knew the minute like you turned around. It's like that's a Claudite. What?
And what she's now currently trying to do.
I mean, maybe I don't know if you would recognize the attempt.
Well, I
Especially
mean,
if said attempt is unsuccessful.
Yeah, because like she's not changing; she's just laying on the bed and screaming at the moment. There's no actual shape shifting taking place.
oh, I didn't know if it was like starting to happen and
no,
then
no.
undoing.
Like she's just in pain, but nothing is happening.
Why do you keep screaming?
It doesn't matter. Just get me pain relief, please. Some skin cream if anyone's got any.
Yeah,
I look around.
the doc finally does kind of come crashing
Okay.
in. It's like she. Right.
Oh, good. She keeps screaming. I was about to administer a fire extinguisher, but you got this. I just leave.
He grabs some pain medication and starts to administer it, and we will end the session there for the night with a screaming Claudite in the medical bay, a very confused and like I don't know what I'm doing captain, and great deals being made.
Sounds like fun.
And next week, you guys get to go have to deal with a lovely deal that Kiendra has struck.
Do I get to join in?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just like sitting here going thinking, we're just gonna have to deal with this shitty ass cargo mission. And then you say there's an Imperial base around here. I'm like, oh yes.
That's the fun part.
Yeah, the best part was you guys never really implied any deeper into who the employer is. Or the greater
don't
group
care.
at large.
Beggars
Yeah,
can't be choosers.
The employer at large is definitely one of the fucking families, but
It is one of the families. The question is which family?
Job of the
And
fucking
You really
hot.
don't know the family. Oh my god.
Kiendra is well aware it's a crime family.
yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Kiendra
If
don't
I
care
keep
though.
Shit with the Empire, might as well fuck with them even more.
But the fact is that, they've got a fucking Mando on staff.
You think it's a
No.
Mando at any rate. They just
They
have a
don't have a
different
Mando on staff. They have
Mandalorian
someone
armor.
in Mandalorian armor on staff.
Hmm.
At least what we assume is Mandalorian
Well,
armor.
Mandalorian styled armor at the very least. It may not even be Beskar.
Mhm.